this video is probably a little bit overdue, but I need to share the history of my Big Chief tractor. So yeah, very rare little tractor this, built in 1960, arguably New Zealand's first compact tractor. This is the man who built it, Gordon Blackwood. Yeah, very clever man, seen here on a little Land Rover motorbike that he also built. So yeah, 1960 these were made, predating things like the Power Pony. They didn't come in and start being made in New Zealand until the 1970s. I was really fortunate that I got this restoration finished in 2013. Gordon was still around, still alive. Made contact with him through his daughter. Gordon himself couldn't speak because of cancer. But I managed to get a photo album to Gordon and got this lovely letter back from Janet, his daughter. And yeah, he was rapt to see one of his machines brought back to life. So also got in contact with, who have we got here? Marion Guys. And Marion and Warren had a Big Chief as well that they transported from Taranaki down to the South Island. Was taken to Mayfield. So it was partially disassembled and put in the back of a camper van. These were some photos that they sent me of their Big Chief in its travels. So it's pretty cool that, yeah, Henry Christensen, he was another man that I got in touch with at the Mount Bruce Pioneer Museum, and he gave me some details to get hold of these people. So Henry's got one machine in the museum. There's this one that's gone to Mayfield and mine that I know of so far. So the information from Henry confirmed that this 10 horsepower model that I have, there were only 6 of them made. There were some predated ones with some smaller engines, smaller Briggs & Stratton motors, but the 10 horse electric starts, there were 6 of them, and we now know where 3 are mine, Henry's, and the one that's in Mayfield. So yeah, pretty neat machine. These were some photos from, and yeah, little stories, newsletters that I got sent about the history of it and about Gordon. Yeah, newsletter, yeah, just a little bit of history that I came through with my research and emailing backs and forwards and finding out just how rare and special this thing was. So this is my grandfather. This was taken in 1975. Granddad Cecil, he was the second owner of this machine. The first owner was Lindsay Young. This was a man that my grandfather worked for in an orchard near Masterton. And this is the registration paper from when this thing was registered to legally go on New Zealand roads. So we've got the 1960 year of manufacture and in 1971 when it was put on the road. Lindsay used to drive this thing to go and get his newspaper and his bread and milk. So here it is today on my front lawn. Yeah, fully restored, done up. What do I want to tell you about it? It's a 10 horsepower Briggs & Stratton motor, electric start, has what's called a Delco Remy starter generator on it. So push button start, switch push button. Can also run a rope around that pulley. I'll show you a little bit later in the video we get it going. Runs down to a jack shaft with a dry clutch. Chain drive, obviously chain in one side of the clutch. Clutch is on the shaft, spring loaded that pulls that clutch in, and then it runs back to a transaxle. So the transaxle is the same as what's in a Power Pony, Peerless transaxle, 4 forward gears and 1 reverse. It's very low geared, or at least it should be very low geared. On the input sprocket there's actually 2 sizes I'll show you underneath, and I've swapped it over with the help of my Uncle Bob to get a little bit of extra speed out of this thing, just for what I'm doing and driving it around. So the big sprocket is now to the outside and the chain's been shortened to run on the smaller input sprocket. The only modification I've made is to the brake system. It did have like a Land Rover style flywheel brake with a leather strap around it. This is a modification, steel plate there and a disc with a caliper. These are from a mountain bike, so plenty enough to hold this thing. It doesn't go fast enough to need strong brakes to slow it down. Battery on the back. Yeah, so it predated the Power Pony. I don't know what more I could tell you about it, to be honest. Yeah, 6 of them ever made. The engine I traced back to the #1 factory in Milwaukee. I got hold of someone from Briggs & Stratton who was super helpful and got me the new decal set to put on the motor. Something that was really special about this motor, apparently, according to him and his research, was the easy spin starting. And on the little decal, the sticker that's on there, it's got the word new, and it was a specific sticker for the first model of these that was made, so of this particular 10-horse engine. So yeah, chrome headlights, they were from a hot rod shop in America as well. It was quite hard to find those chrome bucket headlights in New Zealand, so there's that sticker with the word new. But yeah, a little wooden box on the side to keep my rope starter in. That was a staple box. I remade a plywood one of those, just the other one was pretty nasty and pretty old. So starting it up, we flick a switch and push a button. It's that simple. And this thing's so reliable to start and run. Check it's in neutral every time, of course. I have started it before and had it start crawling off. Luckily it's only been in a low gear. But yeah, push the button and away she goes. So that's pretty neat. It runs, it idles smooth, it doesn't smoke. The engine's just in such good condition for its age. Yeah, I've used it farming like Grandad is the main outing that this thing gets. Rope starter wraps around that pulley to start it, so it will even run without the battery. It's just your normal points and condenser and what have you on the inside of the engine. The starter generator runs through a voltage rectifier and recharges the battery on its own when it's running and idling. So there's another look at that clutch from the other side, lever to the pedal and a spring that holds it in. There we go. Yeah, I know this video has been long overdue, but if you enjoy it and you like it and you want to see this thing ripping around, subscribe to the channel, check out some of my other videos. Yeah, farming like Grandad's the best one. My son and I have a lot of fun with it, so cheers.